This is how to travel Arctic Norway.
Alright, so listen. We don't travel for a living. We can't just take 6 weeks off, and we're not going to quit our jobs to go see the world.
We're just regular guys with normal jobs.
But we do travel aggressive and travel often.
And we're gonna show you how you can too.
The sun went down and it is not coming back up.
You guys are looking at this, right?
Alright, so it's almost MLK Day, which means that I've got a few extra days off from work. Flights are dirt freaking cheap to Europe right now. So why the heck not go check out the Northern Lights in Arctic Norway? So Tromsø, Norway is way up north, and it's one of the best places in the world to see the Northern Lights. So I've never seen the Northern Lights before, so I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of what I'm gonna do to try to make sure that I see the Northern Lights with only a limited amount of time. So the first tip is you gotta have dark skies. In the Arctic Circle in Norway, in the dead of winter, the sun doesn't come over the horizon at all. But also you want to double check the moon forecast to make sure you don't have like a big bright moon. Tip number 2, you're gonna need clear skies. Best way to make sure you can avoid overcast weather, rent a car and get some Airbnbs. I'm booking Airbnbs in different regions around the city to try to make sure that we have a variety of different places to visit with different weather patterns. Third tip is keep it cheap. Now Norway is notoriously expensive for visitors. Stick to your budget by dividing and conquering. That's why I'm not only going with one homie, I'm going with 3 buddies of mine. So that means that almost all of our costs can be divided by 4. All right, let's go. Okay, 1 flight down, so easy peasy flight to Oslo. We're gonna jump a train and go check out the city.
Alle stier ved kors, vet ikke hva til vi fant bort. De skulle aldri få ta oss, så ga fart og gå opp.
It's about 5 o'clock in Oslo. We got 2 hours before we gotta head back to the airport, but the sun went down and it is not coming back up until we go to the USA.
Tida skulle bare evig, men den raste egentlig av sted. Og nå fall med tanker om sommeren. Den kommer, jeg lover den kommer. Så jeg skjønner ikke hvorfor at du bare vil vente til sommeren er over. Har vi tid til det?
Well, here we are in the Arctic Circle and it's not even that cold. It's not freezing out. It's like 40 Fahrenheit.
Tenk på tida som forsvinner, kan vi lage nye minner igjen.
Well, the sun definitely did not come up. It's about 8 in the morning and it's still nighttime.
Just left our campsite in Tromsø. It's like 1 room, 2 bunk beds. Pretty good.
Hey Travis, what do you think this means? Apple. A banana. I wonder what tomat means. What about pepper?
Kicker. Probably not cornbread.
This one is blood sausage, I think, but it has horse meat in it.
Lefse. It's like a potato tortilla. Bless.
The booth stores are only open from 10 to 6.
Might only be able to buy it some days until 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of day.
So, okay, so turns out the road isn't really a road.
They stopped plowing the no road.
So it's an hour to the ferry. The ferry takes off in half an hour. So
There are more ferries, or we can just drive all the way around. So we'll just go back where we came from.
Kan vi glemme alle løftene jeg har brutt? For bølgene vasker allting vekk til slutt. Kan vi glemme
It's 11 o'clock right now. Twilight, like sunset has just happened. It's about as bright as it's gonna get today.
There is ice in the ocean. It's legally cold.
Kan vi glemme alle løftene jeg har brutt? For bølgene vasker allting vekk til slutt.
What do you think our chances are tonight?
Hopefully the sun will go down, these clouds will clear up. Forecast is 3 out of 10, and if we're lucky, hopefully we'll be able to see a little bit of something.
Wave to the guy.
Thanks. That was not a nice look.
So it's 3 o'clock and it is now nighttime.
Just got off of the ferries and we're making the last few minutes to our Airbnb here. We'll find something to do for the next 8 hours.
God damn it.
Jeg ser feil i alle vennene mine. Må være noe galt med meg selv når så ligger den inne. Sånn går under huden på meg alt for lett. Jeg trenger det
Well,
jeg skulle for å bære det her.
It's 3.
Så gidder ta i et tak med meg.
In the afternoon.
Ta i et tak med meg.
Just kidding, it's 4.
And it's pitch black out. Here's hope for Northern Lights.
More, you need more.
Skål. Skål. Everything tastes okay? Skål. Skål. Oh, gross. Lutefisk.
It looks like
No, it's intense.
It's important to the Norwegian people.
Not in a good way.
Look at that.
Do it.
Eat it, boy. Oh, steamy.
Ikke lette seg seg på et blankt hav. Men det kommer andre gode dager. Vi gjør vel alle noe fine mellom oss dager.
I'm focused.
Eat it.
There you go. Okay, cool.
Men det kommer andre gode dager. Jeg lå og tenkte på at du er den jeg vil ha. Men det kommer andre gode dager. Ikke prøv deg, du er en fisk. Jeg har funnet noe som er mye mer min stil. Men det kommer andre gode dager. Vi gjør vel alle noen valg vi innimellom må ta. Men det kommer andre
Yeah, it's like Jello. It's nasty. It's nasty.
Go Vikings.
There's definitely something it reminds me of. If you could capture the essence of a fart and put it in Jello. Lutefisk.
Lutefisk.
Jello farts.
The proudest of Norwegian foods. Skål.
Alright, so we got one of the boys' cameras here. We're gonna set up, take a photo every like 5 seconds, and hopefully we'll get to see some northern lights outside.
So do you think we can see them just by like standing on the porch tonight?
Definitely. I think we'll already be able to see them. And I think throughout the night they'll get even stronger and stronger, so hopefully we'll see some good
Holy f***, you guys are looking at this, right?
Nothing that will replace that experience except for actually sitting on the snow in the Arctic Circle and seeing it dance across the sky.
Du trenger ikke meg når vi går et sted, så kunne du like gjerne gått dit alene. Ditt lette trekk.
Oh no, the tea!
Sunday morning, God's day of rest. And they take it pretty seriously. Turns out your store is bigger than 1,000 square feet. It's against the law to be open on a Sunday. So everybody does their shopping on Saturdays, except for us.
What have we got for food left? We have like 2 pieces of dried fish and a raw egg. We found one place that is open, so we are mobbing to the one grocery store to probably buy a bag of chips. We have been saved. Bless.
Where are we staying tonight?
So tonight we are staying in what's called a lavo, and it's like a traditional Sami teepee.
Lucked out last night. Saw the Northern Lights. Came to see the Northern Lights and already seen them, so everything else is just extra better.
And a lot of times I just drive towards Finland because there's fewer clouds in there. Having a car, if it was weather last night, if it was cloudy, we could just bounce and go elsewhere, right? If you just rent a car and figure out how to get an Airbnb out of the city, it's a whole lot cheaper, even if it's one person alone. And you're probably gonna have a better chance of just going to see it than you are getting on a bus, right?
Close to Finland, but we're still in Norway.
Yeah, so it got a lot colder where it was like negative 20 something degrees Celsius, so.
We got just about zilch clouds, so good news for hanging out tonight in the negative degree temperatures. I'm trying to check out once again.
Guys.
All right, my hands are cold, let's go.
Me and teepee. Well, it's maybe 6 at this point. And it's been night for like 5 hours.
We're still alive. 5 hours.
We got tea. Look at this. We got tea that we boiled from snow. And then we've got some beer that we got from the Airbnb host. It's an Airbnb beer. So we're having a good time. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, you guys. It's not that cold, all right? It's not that cold.
On all the walls. you got there, buddy?
I got a thermal suit.
I think we scared the shit out of this guy.
I think we did.
Airbnb host thought we might die.
Yeah, he literally said I didn't want you to freeze, and that's coming from a Norwegian dude, so. He said it's negative 22 up in his farm, is that what he said?
So, okay, what did he say about the roads? There might be drifts big enough that we can't get out tomorrow?
Yeah,
but he will
like,
come through this
because of the
track.
wind, you could probably expect it to be covered in snow.
It's only 8.
What it is, what it means, now I know. Will never be what you need, no. What we are, what we want, it will never change. We won't hide by your love.
Wake up call, boys. Norwegian fire drill is when everybody gets out of their sleeping bag, puts on their emergency snowsuit, and goes out to watch the northern lights. This has been one of the most unique and intense Airbnb experiences ever.
Well, we survived. Barely.
That wasn't that bad, huh?
Through like 12 hours of smoke inhalation and raining ice.
We're going back to Tromsø, but we got some extra time, so we're gonna go to a fjord. It's called Fjord. And who knows what we're gonna do there, but here we go.
Take a lot of photos.
Our light is fading, out of touch. You know the sun is setting, but the colors
The only thing more Norwegian than the movie Frozen is a fjord. This place is called Matalen, and there's two parts. There's a restaurant right over there, and this part's the deli. This is a salmon burger, and which is typical for Norway. It's almost exclusively Norwegian produce. Even in the grocery stores, most produce is grown in Norway.
So it's 2:30
p.m. accommodation in Tromsø is not so easy. There really aren't hostels, or there aren't very many hostels, and Airbnb is kind of a hit or miss. All right, check this off the Tromsø bucket list. The northernmost brewery in the world. Mock Brewery. They got a cool bar that's called Old Holland.
Hadde kapp og krone, men du mistet de gode. Skulle gnisse som Jona, og du dissa i kona. Men du visste for moden om at du spiste de ordene.
The first night that we saw the Northern Lights, it was like a little bit before midnight.
In Tromsø, it's really hard to see the northern lights because of the city lights, but the best bet is to go up the cable car and look over the other side of the mountain.
Cool.
So we're on our way to the cable car right now. We're trying to go up the hill in Tromsø to see the Northern Lights. But we haven't seen it going all day, and our cab driver has kindly told us that it's been closed today due to winds.
We tried. We can't go up the dang hill.
Stories, too damn cold. Nobody wants to be working right now.
It's too windy.
Go home.
It's dangerous.
Sad.
Packing up the bags. Thanks.
Da var åpenbar og svevde under taket og tok det jeg ikke skulle ta.
Sometimes we talk about travel like it has some way of changing us. Ultimately, we seek out faraway places or foreign things in order to learn something about ourselves. My grandmother was Norwegian American, and we grew up doing Norwegian things and learning Norwegian phrases. We were raised to be very proud of our heritage. You know, even though I'm thousands of miles away from home, I am Norwegian, and this place is an unerasable part of who I am. And this time, I gotta share it with 3 of my buddies, chasing around one of the coolest things I've ever seen before. And all it cost me is a long weekend and a budget airline ticket. That's what travel can do for you, if you let it. Can you put on the Harlem Shake?